Good morning to you. It's Tuesday the 3rd of January 2012. Chris Reardon with today's United Kingdom talk. A little mistake on yesterday's show. I did say there was someone called Matt who was being all a bit miserable about the fireworks in London. And it was actually not Matt at all. It was someone who said, as soon as the fireworks had finished, they were straight on Facebook. A viewer to the show, boys and girls. I mean, that's the shocking. I thought you were all happy people. In fact, I'm assuming most of you are happy, nice, good, clean living people like myself. You know, if I was a woman, I wish that each and every one of you had come out of my womb. I really do. We're like family, we are. We are. I want to have born you. I really do. Except for someone called Chris Harris, boys and girls. Chris Harris writes, "It was me, not Matt. I was the miserable git." Yes, sir. Chris Harris was straight on Facebook moments after the fireworks had been on, boys and girls, and moaned and said, "Oh, I wonder how much this lot has cost us." What a miserable git. Honestly, Chris, I'm not sure that I want you as one of our viewers. I'm sorry, lovey. Call me old-fashioned. That's how I am, dear. I don't think I want you as one. And please stop watching, Chris, or get happy. Get happy, happiness, happiness. What's it? Happiness. That's it. Happiness, happiness. The greatest thing that I possess. I thank the Lord that I possess more than my share of happiness, as the great Ken Dodd said, with teeth and the diddy stick, the feather duster. Ken Dodd, wonderful. What a wonderful man. What a shame he didn't pay all his tax years and years ago. Thank you, Chris. Nice to hear from you, sir. We must say today, and he'd been asking for weeks and weeks, someone in, I think it's in Switzerland, I think it's in Switzerland actually, a viewer in Switzerland, Tom Keating. Little Tom Keating, oh, bless his heart, very, very good looking boy, straight, or I think he thinks he's straight, I think, boys and girls. Tom, he used to be in Belushi's, in Hammersmith when I used to work there on Saturdays and Monday. Oh, I had some of the best nights of my entertainment type career were in Belushi's in Hammersmith, and Tom was there to share some of them. And he was there at the beginning, I think, when I started there. Then he disappeared. Then he came back once. And he was sitting at the bar, and as I walked past with my equipment, he screamed at me, "Chris!" And I'm like, "I know you." And he says, "It's me, Tom. Oh, come on, you must remember me. You always wanted me to." And then he didn't. I can't carry on what he was saying. Yes, you're very, very good looking, Tom. And do you know what? I think if you tried hard enough, you could be gay, Tom. You could be. And if you do want to try anything at all, I'd like you to contact me on my usual email, okay? My email address, Chris@United. Come on, let's let it all go this year, boys and girls. There's enough of hiding and pussyfooting around subjects and things like that. Let's go for it in truth. Let's let it all hang out. Come on. Oh, do you know, I'm so excited. I'm going to open the zip on my top a little bit more and reveal a bit more flesh. Hey? Is that doing anything for you, Tom? I think it is. And do you mind, if you're going to watch my shows, Tom, please keep your hands above the table. I don't want any of that going on, okay? It's a very serious, hard-hitting, news-orientated show we're doing here at the moment. So little Tom Keating wants a little mention. Tom, happy New Year to you, especially Tom. And this, I think, could be the year that you change, okay? And I'm waiting. Oh, believe me, I'm waiting like a spider in a web. Be afraid, be very afraid. Oh, by the way, what you're doing promoting, Tom? Any chance of any jobs in Switzerland, Tom? Do you need sort of an older youth DJ or karaoke type person in Switzerland? Surely I'm the man for you, eh? I am actually looking at the moment for a Saturday night job and a Tuesday night job, okay? If you have a venue and you'd like to employ me, don't think, you know, I've seen too many of these karaoke nights and DJ nights where some sad old git turns out, looks miserable while he's doing it, and he calls out, okay, it's Tom going to sing now. Tom. Oh, my God. I don't know how these people are employed, to be honest. Have you seen them? Come on, boys and girls. You must have seen a miserable karaoke host. Not so much the DJ. A lot of the DJs look very serious, don't they? While they're doing all this. They're doing all this, aren't they? They've got one hand on here and you can't talk to them. What's all that about? They're not doing anything. It's all automatic. They're not doing anything. If you see me at a DJ at a gig one night, please come. I've always got time to talk to people, never too busy. Or they pretend to be busy, boys and girls. They pretend to be busy. That's what's going on. If you want someone with just a little bit more personality than that, then I might just be the man for you. I'm selling myself. I'm desperate. I'm on my knees begging for a job. I'm begging, but things are getting bad here. I'm down to my last piece. The cat hasn't eaten for 3 weeks. She's out there trying to catch squirrels, and unfortunately she fails every time. The squirrel disappears up a tree and she sits at the bottom. Like that with a mouth. Do your cats, anyone got a cat? Do they do that? At the bottom of the trees, they're going with a jaw. Because they're not fast enough for the squirrels. So, Tom, there is your mention. And whenever you come back to England, remember there's a little side of my bed waiting for you to climb in it, my darling. All right? Thank you, Tom. Alrighty, I'm going to start using Facebook a little bit more in sort of conjunction with doing this show. Perhaps a day or two ahead of using the item in this show, I might put a question up there. And I'll be very grateful if you answer it. We can combine the two. We can integrate sort of Facebook into this show. I like the idea of that. And we've already tried it out once on Monday, yesterday, this week. And the question I asked was, what did you do New Year's Eve? Where were you? Was it good or not? And immediately, within seconds, we got 6 answers. My dear, dear nephew, Gary. Oh, Gary Butler. Gary and Stacey. Gary is married now to Stacey. They are having a baby, boys and girls. If you didn't know already, there is a baby. It's going to be a little girl called Evie. Isn't that lovely? Because they've had the scan and all that, and they did this 4D scan. I did show you. I think I've got the picture here somewhere still. Here, have a little look at this. That is a 4D scan of baby Evie. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that clever how they do that? Can you see the little mouth? And the nose and the forehead and everything. Oh, it's just wonderful. Anyway, and Gary writes on the subject of New Year's Eve, I was at home listening to your New Year's Eve CD. I hope that was good, Gary. Did you manage to start it bang on 11 o'clock? So that Big Ben and all the Old Lang Syne all came in on time. Quite a few people actually downloaded this. Let's have a look here. Jeffrey, hello, Jeffrey. I haven't seen you for years, Jeffrey. Do you still see Danny much, Jeffrey? I never see him anymore. I meant to ask him, could you ask Danny if he wants any entertainment provided on a Tuesday or a Saturday? I think they should do a karaoke night at that place he works. Now, what was the name of it? The Society, something like that. I can't remember the name of the place. I think they should have a little karaoke night in there on a Tuesday, just a one-off to try it out. What do you reckon, Jeffrey? Can I leave that for you to convince him, Jeffrey? Can you do that for me, lovey? I will be most eternally grateful. I might even buy you a drink. And believe me, that is something. I haven't bought a drink for someone since 1983. It's true. It's true. Jeffrey writes, small gathering at home with your perfect New Year's Eve CD. Went down a treat. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yes, I did do a New Year's Eve CD for anyone that wanted to use it at a party. It was an hour and a quarter long. I'm afraid it's gone now. You can't download it anymore because my music license has now run out. Regular listeners and viewers to the show will know that I used to do a weekly non-stop music mix. And they were going out very quickly. 400 a day were going out. But the moment I started charging for them, and it wasn't even £1, it was 80 pence, it dropped to like 2 downloads a week. And it just wasn't worth doing because I was hoping that the money if it was going to be any... Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Just a minute. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. I was hoping that the money came in from that would at least cover the licence, and it didn't come anywhere near it. So we've stopped doing that now, and I've cancelled the licence. But I'm glad those of you that you did. Anyone else use that New Year's Eve CD at all? Do let me know. Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Right. Oh, I've had my hair cut as well. Did you notice? I had my hair cut last week. Very short now. Very short. John writes, was over at my best mate's house party. It was a wicked night. Thank you, John. How many people there? Did you have a buffet? I told you about the buffet yesterday at the steam coach, and I was very naughty. I ate... I ate most... I'm afraid I kept picking. I was picking all night long at that one. Hello to Peter. Peter writes, I was at the steam coach in Hemel Hempstead. Oh, that's funny. That's where I was DJing, Peter. And he says, the company was good, but the music was rubbish. How dare you? Are you the one that does the quiz night? God's sake. I hear that you don't turn up on time. Is that right? Are you always a little bit late? A little birdie tells me, Peter. How dare you say the music was... If the music was rubbish, why was everyone dancing except you? Oh, no, not Peter. Peter doesn't dance. He's one of those that sits at the bar all night, you know. Boring, can't talk to him, you know. Anyway, thanks for coming up and talking to me, Peter. You're the only one that did. Justin was, of course, always too busy. Do you find that when you're having a conversation with Justin on the phone, like after 30 seconds, oh, well, I've got to shoot now, I've got something to do. Have you found that? Eh? Have you found that? Oh, I don't know. Hello to, let's see, Pyjamas and More. Now, this is someone's YouTube name who says, thumbs up for making videos in your pyjamas. Cool pyjamas. He was watching the show, United Kingdom Talk, Friday the 25th of November, where I actually did the show from my bed in my pyjamas. Okay, if you want to watch that, simply go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk and look for the show dated Friday the 25th of November. All right? And is that it today? Oh, there's one more here. Or is there two more? No, one more, two more, one more. Oh, yes, one more here. And this comes from the lovely Jessie Beattie. Hello, Jessie. We were talking about bendy buses the other day, and I'm so glad that those awful things have now been aborted. I hate that word. I do like that word. If you use it in the right term. Aborted from London. Yes, boys and girls, we have ejaculated those awful bendy buses from the roads in London. One of the things that Ken Livingstone brought in, possibly his worst thing that he did. And it says, well, those bendy buses, they're here in the States still, but we also have new, different ones. Not so long, more room inside. Not many bendy buses left, though. Changing the subject, Merry Christmas, and may you have a Happy New Year, you lovely thing. Oh, blimey, when did it... I'm a bit late with that one, aren't we? But thank you, Jessie Beattie. I appreciate your emails, even if sometimes I'm a little bit late in reading them. Okay. Sean, Mr. Hayes. Hello, Sean. Regular correspondent to the show. Enjoyed the Christmas Eve show. He says, Chrissy boy, you made my day with the organ playing at the end of the show. It was wonderful and even brought a tear to my eye. Thank you, Sean. Is that the only tear to your eye I've ever brought? I'm not quite sure, but I hope so, Sean, okay? And Mandy Johnson. Hello, Mandy. You're right, my darling. Who gave me a lovely Christmas present. A rude Christmas present, boys and girls. I'm not always enjoying rude presents, but I enjoyed your... Thank you very much, Mandy. I appreciate it. It was a cup, and the handle was the shape of something. I can't possibly say what it was, but it was a bit like a banana, okay? And that's what she gave me. Great show. I love the organ near the end. Loved Ronnie Gardner. Oh, yes, his so-called best friend who's disappeared off to Ireland, unfortunately. Disappeared off to Ireland for the week. I've got no one to see, no one to talk to. I just sit here alone with my little cat. Mind you, I've got you to talk to, haven't I? Come on, give me some back. My email address, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Time to go. I'll see you on the next show. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.